Just like you drew it up, right?
No, I had no idea that was going to happen, but that was fun. That was really fun.
You know, I saw you before the game sort of walking the field, headphones on, had a ball in your hand, just seemed kind of like taking it in by yourself. What was going through your head then, and did you sort of, I don't know, is that a normal routine for you?
I think I might make it one, but I was just, you kind of nailed it there. I was taking it in. It's this place Lumen has a special magic to it, and I was just appreciating that for a minute, and I had a good song on, and I was listening to that. And I think that played into just my attitude going into today.
I got to ask what the song was.
You know, okay, you're putting me on the spot here.
You can make something up.
No, it was. There's a story to it a little bit. I was a Donna Summer song that Alyssa Liu had for her gold medal performance, and shout out to her because I was actually pretty inspired with just her attitude going into the Olympics, and I was trying to play on that a little bit today of just going in free and going in for the joy of it, and for just making connections with the guys, and not thinking about objectives and results, and just enjoying it. And I think it paid off tonight.
You come in off the bench. I can't imagine you were expecting to come in whatever the 8th minute or whatever. I don't know what the time was, but I mean, what do you have to do to get yourself sort of up for that so quickly when I would think in the second half you're sort of mentally there already, but that early in the game you're probably not.
Yeah, I had my jersey on, which helped, and I don't know, I had a feeling things might go. I might be a little earlier tonight just because of how guys were. It's first game of the year, guys aren't as fit, and I had drinking a lot of mate. Cheers to Pedro de la Vega on that one. So I don't know, maybe I was caffeinated, I was good to go, and I've done it before. And some of those games have been my best games. I think about Minnesota like 2 years ago. I think I did it for Alex as well. So and at that point it's no expectations. You're just coming on free and figuring things out on the fly and having fun.
It seemed like you got a touch almost right away, too, after you came on, if I remember right. Like, how important is that to get on the ball right away when you're called upon?
For sure. I try and focus on winning my first duel if I can, and something simple as like a second ball or something. I think I won the header right when I came on, and then to get the early goal, helped kind of put some wind in my sails, and at that point I was in it and feeling good, and I think that helped the team too. It was a really disjointed first half, and it's a weird first half given all the VAR decisions and whatnot. So happy to start things off on a good note.
You obviously got to that ball before it went over the touchline, but did you think you were going to get to that ball when you were chasing it?
Honestly, no. I was surprised when I turned around and the ball was still in play, but hey, that was a good surprise.
Making that extra sprint to get to that ball and then, providing that assist. Do you kind of feel like that's reflective of your overall journey, just having that never give up mentality and getting to that ball and making that play?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking it that way. I think so. I think that's been a bit of my calling card, but I also think that's part of this club, and I hope to try and embody some of the characteristics that this club strives for and has continued to show, and guys in the past have done that too. So I think that's a part of my game, but it's also part of the Sounders.
Straight line.
Scoring against Inter Miami is Messi last season, and scoring today at home. How has your confidence grown in that period of time?
Yeah, I think confidence is it's a fickle thing. It's something that comes and goes, and I think I'm always trying to find ways to keep that high, but I think that's the golden question as an athlete a little bit of like how to find that as much as possible and how to find that in dark moments. And preseason hasn't been easy. I was, as a player, you're always hoping to be in the 11 and in the starting group and starting the season and whatnot, and so that was a challenge in and of itself. But just staying ready and trying to enjoy the little moments and the moments within the moments. And that moment last year was super special, and tonight was awesome too and unexpected.
Thank you.
Paul, it was a weird first half. All the interruptions for the VAR. As a player, how do you feel when the VAR cuts the momentum or cuts the when you guys were pressuring?
Yeah, I don't think it's easy. I think I don't think we've quite figured out the role of VAR in the MLS yet, and I think it's getting better than when it first came into the league. But yeah, it was hard. I mean, that was one of the longest first halves I've ever played. So I don't know what the record is on that, but as a player and as a team, it's hard to keep momentum in those moments and stay focused. And I just felt like it resulted in a disjointed half for both teams. But credit to us for staying focused and for keeping the clean sheet. And Andrew made some big saves in both halves. So. I thought it was overall a good team performance from a lot of guys.
Like you said, your calling card's kind of been hustle, but do you feel like it kind of still catches people off guard? Just how hard you get after the ball? Like, do you think it caught them off guard that you actually got that and is stated in bounds?
Yeah, I think a little bit. It caught me off guard, so it probably caught him off guard as well. But yeah, I think the game is won in some of those moments, and Schmetzer always talks about making plays, and I think that was a good example of that. And there were a lot of plays made by a lot of guys tonight.
Paul, empezaste el año haciéndote presente en el marcador. ¿Te ves como uno de los goleadores o el goleador de este año?
You started the year today scoring a goal. Do you see yourself as one of the top scorers or the top scorer of the season?
I'd like to be. I don't think that's my main focus. I want to win the championship with these guys, and we have some other goals, but we'll see where we are in a couple months. But that'd be fun, but I don't think it's my first priority.
Last one, guys.
Obviously a goal, an assist tonight. How do you kind of hope to maintain that momentum, especially as you look ahead to these next stretch of away matches?
Yeah, I think it's always good to get one under your belt, and I think it gives you some momentum going into the next week. But RSL is going to be a whole different match, a whole different battle. That's a hard place to play, and I have no idea what our team's going to look like for that week, and this week's going to bring new challenges, and I'm glad I came off healthy today and ready to go for next week. And here we go. It's started 26. It started better than 25.